the Mystical Archive presents. Dear Archive Explorers, today we are opening one of the Mystical Archive's most intriguing, most mysterious, and perhaps least known files, the secret language of scent. Let me ask you a question. What if scent isn't just a sensory experience, but also a spiritual language? What if every person's body odor is a signature, carrying all their secrets, their crimes, their emotions, and even their destiny? Scent is among human senses the most ungrateful, yet simultaneously the most honest. In an instant, it can transport you to the deepest memory of your past and return you just as quickly. What we usually dismiss as merely a pleasant fragrance or unpleasant odor is actually an enormous library containing all of a person's secrets. According to ancient metaphysical knowledge, a scent can transform you into a killer or return you to the innocence of your childhood. The modern world treats scent as an accessory, a perfume brand, a marketing tool, but ancient wisdom and energy science maintain that scent is directly connected to human destiny, morality, and spiritual state. Today, we will dive into the secrets right under your nose. If you're ready, let's enter the invisible world of scent together. All of a person's secrets are hidden in their scent. This is not an exaggeration, not a metaphor. It is a bodily and spiritual fact. Every person's body scent is unique, like a fingerprint, and never matches another's. There are billions of people in the world, but no two have the same scent. This scent is not merely genetic inheritance, not just a characteristic from DNA. This scent is an identity card that leaks outward many data points from crimes committed to energies radiated, even to current emotional state. Think of it, just like a computer's IP address, the human body has a scent address, and this address is constantly broadcasting, constantly transmitting information. The consistency or conflict between a person's essence, words, and soul can be read in that invisible frequency emanating from their skin. If someone tells you "I'm fine," but their scent says something else, the truth is in the scent, not the words. If someone smiles at you, but the energy emanating from their body is heavy, the truth is in that heaviness, not the smile. Animals know this very well. Dogs understand fear, aggression, disease from scent. Bees find flowers from which they can make honey by scent. But humans have largely lost this natural ability. In the modern world, we've suppressed natural scents so much with perfumes, soaps, and chemicals that we now struggle to smell the truth. But some people still preserve this ability. Sensitive noses can read souls, and for these people, the world is a very different place. For them, entering a room means smelling all the energies in that room, past events, people's intentions, divine sense, and the preferences of disembodied entities. The realm of scent is divided by sharp lines, divine sense and negative energy sense. Divine scents are essences loved by higher beings, bringing peace and abundance. Rose, basil, lavender, carnation, amber, sandalwood. These scents elevate the vibration of their environment. They open the human heart, clarify the mind, refresh the soul. In sacred traditions across cultures, paradise is described as gardens of flowers for a reason. Floral scents, particularly rose, carry the highest frequency. When rose scent appears in an environment, that space is enveloped by benevolent energy. Red carnation carries warrior energy of protection. Basil and sage are beloved by angelic presences. When you enter a sacred site, a memorial, or an energy vortex, and smell that indescribable heavenly garden scent, this is a reflection of that high-frequency energy. The sacred atmosphere of that place is hidden in its scent. Negative energy scents are the opposite. Excessive onion or garlic, when consumed in extremes, creates energetic heaviness, heavy body odor, cigarette smoke, alcohol smell, rotting food. These scents weigh down the spiritual atmosphere and attract disembodied entities, negative energies. Yes, you heard correctly. Bad smells call bad entities. Across spiritual traditions, it's advised that those who've eaten pungent foods avoid entering sacred spaces. Why? Not just to avoid bothering people. Because those sharp odors disturb higher vibrational beings, they prevent benevolent energy from descending. If a home constantly smells of heavy sweat, cigarettes, and rotting food, abundance is difficult in that home. That home becomes a nest for negative energies. People unknowingly turn their own homes into invitations for dark entities. Scent memory and the subconscious gateway to the past. Scent memory is humanity's most faithful and most jarring memory type. Have you experienced it? Unexpectedly, a scent reaches your nose and instantly transports you years back. Perhaps your mother's hands, perhaps your first love's perfume, perhaps your childhood garden. And in that moment, it's not just remembering, it's reliving, as if you've returned in a time machine. Every detail vivid, emotions fresh. You even feel the temperature of that moment. Why is this? Because the sense of smell processes differently in the brain than all other sensory centers. Visual, auditory, tactile stimuli first pass through the thalamus, are filtered, then reach the limbic system. But scent goes directly to the limbic system. It has unfiltered, direct access to the emotion and memory center. This is why a scent can kill you while you're living or reconnect you to life. Because although that momentary scent is temporary, the emotional trace it leaves is permanent. In trauma therapies, scent memory plays a crucial role. A war veteran who smells burning rubber returns to the explosion moment. An assault survivor who encounters a particular perfume relives that moment. But the reverse is also true. A baby who smells their mother's skin immediately calms, because that scent means safety, love, home. Scent is a bridge beyond time. It brings the past to the present, and sometimes it whispers the future. Crime, fear, and excitement, how body scent changes. Now we come to a very critical topic, the relationship between crime and scent. When a person commits a crime or enters into great transgression, the chemical processes in their body change dramatically. Fear, stress, excitement. These emotions cause the secretion of hormones like adrenaline, cortisol, noradrenaline. These hormones accelerate heart rate, raise blood pressure, activate sweat glands. And sweat. Sweat is not just water and salt. Sweat is the chemical expression of current emotional state. Fear sweat smells different. Stress sweat smells different. The sweat of someone who's committed a crime smells entirely different. The scent of murderers, thieves, predators changes. This is not merely physical sweat odor. Body scent, combined with the energy the person radiates, leaves the trace of that crime in the atmosphere. In fact, this scent can even create an ungrateful gravitational pull that later calls the criminal back to the crime scene. Why do criminals return to the scene? Not just psychological reasons. The energy trace they left calls them. Dogs know this very well. Police dogs can track a criminal's scent for hours, because that scent is unique and leaves a trail. But humans can do this too. Sensitive noses, upon entering a room, can say, "Something happened here." The scent of blood, fear, violence. These linger in air molecules. Studies in forensic science have shown that trained scent analysts can identify fear, aggression, and deception through chemical analysis of sweat compounds. The field of olfactory criminology is emerging as a legitimate investigative tool. Does perfume hide the scent of crime? Many people believe they can cover bad energy or traces of crimes committed with expensive perfumes. However, according to metaphysical principles, this creates the opposite effect. Especially in liars and criminals, the level of excitement and stress is so different that when the scent emanating from their bodies mixes with the perfume they spray, a heavy iron or blood scent emerges. In other words, perfume, instead of covering that negative core scent, transforms it into a more noticeable and disturbing metallic odor. Think about it. If you tried to cover rotting meat with perfume, what would happen? Does the smell disappear? No, it gets worse. Perfume and rot combine to create a nauseating mixture. Exactly like this is masking a guilty soul with perfume. Sensitive noses detect that metallic, blood-like scent beneath expensive perfume, and this scent is disturbing, repulsive. Sometimes when you first meet someone, you get a feeling, this person looks clean but something's off. That is the true scent beneath the perfume. The scent of the soul always surfaces. Chemical analysis has confirmed this phenomenon. When cortisol stress hormone metabolites mix with synthetic fragrances, they can produce metallic, iron-like aromatic compounds. The scent of lies and gossip, spiritual pollution. From a metaphysical perspective, lies and gossip have a concrete scent. If many lies are spoken in an environment, the air becomes heavy and loses its taste. Breathing becomes difficult. When a person enters, they feel, "I want to get out of here." The scent of gossip energy essentially closes a person's sense of smell, their nasal passages, and it prevents the person from receiving benevolent scents. The energy radiated by someone lying causes a burning sensation in sensitive noses, as if the inside of your nose is on fire. This comes from the energetic pollution of lies. Gossip causes a person to pollute their own scent, so much so that this person can neither recognize themselves nor sense the truth of others. The scent of people who constantly gossip and spread rumors deteriorates over time because that person's spiritual hygiene has deteriorated, and when the soul becomes dirty, the body begins to smell. A very interesting phenomenon. People who gossip frequently complain about bad breath problems. This isn't just a dental issue, it's a spiritual leakage. The sin of the tongue creates putrefaction in the breath. Traditional Chinese medicine recognizes this connection. Tongue diagnosis and breath analysis reveal not just physical but energetic imbalances caused by harmful speech patterns. Energy, destiny, and the advanced projection of scent. Scent can whisper not only the present moment, but also the future. A few days before an event occurs, a person's body scent begins to change. Particularly breath odor and specific scents emanating from the nape of the neck, between fingers, these are harbingers of an approaching situation of destiny. Your energy and scent arrive at a place before you do. Sometimes, when we say, "I have a bad feeling," our soul has actually already smelled the scent of approaching negative circumstances. Smelling scent in dreams is a very powerful sign. Smelling roses in a dream is good news, but smelling something bad, rotten, is a warning. The scent of people approaching death changes. Healthcare workers know this. The scent of death is a sweetish, heavy odor. The body releases this scent as it prepares for departure. And sometimes, after our loved ones die, we smell their scent, suddenly, in an unexpected place. This is that soul's attempt to communicate with you. It says, "I'm here, I haven't forgotten." Researchers studying precognition have documented cases where individuals report smelling smoke, blood, or specific scents hours before accidents or deaths occur, suggesting scent may transcend linear time as an information carrier. Dear archive explorers, being able to smell is not just a physical ability but a spiritual sight. Those who haven't dulled their sense of smell with gossip and lies can understand people's souls, their truthfulness or falseness from their scent. This magnificent sense offered to us is the most direct path to awakening and recognizing truth. In the future, scent science becoming both a scientific discipline and a forensic specialty field seems inevitable. If scent expertise departments are established in law enforcement, many murder and crime cases could be solved within minutes through that invisible scent trace left at the scene, just like fingerprint tracking. Every person's not only body but also soul has a scent. A person whose faith and soul are beautiful, their words drip honey, their energy transports you to other realms. In contrast, people beautiful on the outside but empty inside eventually leave a scentless or colorless impression. Fill your homes and workplaces with benevolent scents, rose, basil, sage, lavender, not just for pleasant aroma, but to elevate energy, invite abundance, call in higher vibrations. And remember, scent is ungrateful. After a certain time, it dissipates, but the spiritual signature it leaves in that brief time is enough to reveal truth. May you be able to smell that scent of abundance hidden within life and follow the trail of benevolent fragrances. The mystical archive, truth archived. The ability to smell is grace. Until the next archive entry, may your light and your scent be beautiful.